Do you need a permit to protest and assemble? Imagine standing on a busy street, holding a sign, and sharing your message with the world. Do you need permission from the government to do that? Well, it depends on a few things. The right to protest and gather is protected by the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. It guarantees your freedom to assemble and express your opinions. But whether you need a permit depends on where you plan to hold your protest. If you're on a public sidewalk or in a public park and your protest is small, you usually don't need a permit. Activities like giving speeches, holding signs, chanting, or handing out flyers are generally allowed as long as you don't block traffic or pedestrians. For example, if you're standing on a sidewalk with a few friends and signs, you can do that without asking anyone for permission. However, if your protest involves a large crowd, especially if it might block streets, cause traffic jams, or impact public safety, then a permit is often required. Governments want to manage these bigger gatherings to keep everyone safe and organized. Think about parades or large rallies in parks or on streets. They usually need a permit. Getting a permit involves applying in advance, sometimes days or weeks before the event. This gives authorities time to plan for safety and logistics. But if something urgent happens, like a sudden breaking news event, you might be able to protest without waiting for a permit. When applying for a permit, you'll typically need to provide basic details like your contact information, date and time of the protest, and location. Authorities cannot ask for unnecessary personal details like social security numbers or political affiliations. They can, however, set reasonable rules about where and when you can gather. These rules are called time, place, and manner restrictions and are meant to keep everyone safe. Even with a permit, authorities cannot unfairly limit your right to speak or protest. If you follow the rules and apply properly, your right to assemble remains protected. So, if you're planning a small protest on a sidewalk or in a park that doesn't block traffic, chances are you won't need a permit. But for larger events, especially those on streets or in public spaces, it's best to check local laws and apply early. If your protest is spontaneous, you might be able to go ahead without a permit, but always stay aware of local rules. Understanding your rights means knowing when a permit is necessary and how to work with authorities. Exercising your freedom to protest is important, and being informed helps you do it safely and legally.